What if I told you that the key to restoring your confidence as a man, your energy, your intimacy, and your ability to perform was sitting quietly in your refrigerator? What if the very food you've been warned about for years could be the single most powerful tool to bring back naturally rock-hard erections without a single pill, prescription, or awkward doctor's visit? Sound impossible? It's not. I'm Dr. Moit Kara, a specialist in men's health with over 30 years of experience helping men over 60 reclaim the strength and vitality they thought they had lost forever. I've worked with men from every walk of life. What I've learned is this: the answer is rarely in another drug. It's often in the right habit. Sometimes that habit is as simple as eating 3 eggs a day. You see, for decades, eggs were wrongly demonized. Recent science has uncovered something remarkable. When eaten the right way, eggs can help increase testosterone naturally, improve blood flow to the penis, support reliable morning erections, and even calm the stress and anxiety that sabotage performance in the first place. They strengthen nerve signaling, help you feel pleasure more fully, and support healthy function on a daily basis. This is just the beginning. In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how 3 eggs a day can transform your sexual health and the best way to eat them for maximum effect. So, stay with me because what you're about to learn could change everything. Before we dive into the details, if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. Tap that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health insight designed specifically for men over 60. If this message speaks to you, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. Your feedback helps me create content that truly supports your journey. Now, let's get into the heart of it, starting with the first and perhaps most powerful benefit. When you begin eating just 3 eggs a day, one of the very first things your body starts to do is boost testosterone production naturally. For men over 60, this one shift alone can make a world of difference. Let me explain why. One of the most overlooked secrets to reclaiming your vitality after 60 lies in something your body has been quietly craving for years: testosterone. Believe it or not, eating just 3 eggs a day can play a powerful role in helping your body produce more of it naturally. I've seen this firsthand in my practice. One of my patients, Robert, a 64-year-old retired teacher, came to me frustrated and exhausted. He wasn't sleeping well. His energy was low, and intimacy with his wife had become more of a memory than a reality. We didn't start with medication. We started with his breakfast. We added 3 eggs a day. That's it. Within a few weeks, Robert began feeling stronger, waking up with more drive, both mentally and physically. His voice carried more authority. His energy lasted through the day. Most importantly, his confidence began to return. The reason is simple. Egg yolks are rich in vitamin D and healthy cholesterol, 2 essential building blocks your body uses to create testosterone. Unlike synthetic hormone treatments, this approach doesn't override your body's natural rhythms. It supports them. When testosterone rises naturally, you feel it. Your mood lifts. Your muscle tone improves. Your desire comes back in ways you may not have felt for years. But testosterone isn't the whole story. In fact, producing more of it means very little if that blood can't move where it needs to go. When it comes to real performance, especially in the bedroom, there's another system that matters just as much, maybe even more. That's where things start to get even more interesting. Boosting testosterone is only part of the equation. What truly brings a man back to life is improving the blood flow where it matters most. You see, no matter how much testosterone your body makes, it won't mean much if blood isn't circulating properly to your lower regions. Erections are at their core a vascular event. They rely entirely on strong, healthy blood vessels that can deliver blood quickly and efficiently when you're aroused. This is where most older men begin to struggle, not because desire is gone, but because circulation has weakened. The good news? Eggs can help fix that. 2. Eggs are packed with nutrients that directly support vascular health, especially B vitamins like B2, B6, and B12, as well as folate and choline. These compounds help lower levels of homocysteine, an amino acid that, when elevated, can damage blood vessels and restrict blood flow. There's something even more exciting. Eggs also contain arginine, an amino acid that helps your body produce nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is the very same compound responsible for relaxing blood vessels and allowing more blood to flow into the penis during arousal. It's a natural version of what medications like Viagra try to mimic. I've had patients come back to me after a few weeks of making this small change, just 3 eggs a day, and tell me they've started waking up with morning wood again. They thought it was gone forever. That tells me their body is beginning to respond, not with artificial help, but on its own terms. When blood flows more freely, the body remembers how to perform. That shift alone can reignite something deep in a man's spirit. The sense that he's still capable, still alive, still whole. It doesn't stop there, because one of the most powerful signs of a man's sexual vitality is something we often take for granted. When it disappears, it tells us everything about how the body is functioning below the surface. Let's talk about that next. One of the clearest signs that your body is coming back online is a return of consistent, natural morning erections. I can't tell you how many men over 60 sit across from me in my office and quietly confess that their morning erections have vanished. It's not something they usually bring up right away. It often comes out at the end of the visit, almost as a whisper, like a part of their identity slipped away when they weren't looking. I understand that because, for a man, morning erections aren't just about sex. They're a reflection of how well the body is functioning, of blood flow, hormone levels, nerve sensitivity, and overall health. When they're gone, it's a signal. When they come back, that's a celebration. Here's the good news. Eggs, when eaten regularly and prepared the right way, can help bring that signal back. They provide your body with the fuel it needs to support the natural rise of testosterone in the early hours of the day, when your hormone levels are at their peak. They also offer sustained energy and keep insulin stable, which is crucial because unstable blood sugar can suppress testosterone and interrupt the signals your body uses to trigger arousal. When the body has what it needs, nutrients, stability, and hormonal support, it remembers what to do. Men begin waking up with that familiar firmness again, a quiet but powerful reminder that they're still strong, still connected to the most vital part of themselves. There's another layer to this story, one that's often ignored but just as important. Even when hormones are balanced and blood is flowing well, there's something else that can quietly sabotage your performance: the mental weight of stress and anxiety. Let's talk about how eggs can help you lift that burden, too. Even when the body is working well, the mind can quietly get in the way, especially when stress and anxiety begin to take over. I've had men sit across from me and say, "Doc, everything checks out. My labs look fine. My testosterone's okay, but something still feels off." That something is often invisible from the outside. It's the pressure they put on themselves, the unspoken fear of failure, the quiet stress that builds over time and slowly chips away at their ability to perform. What many men don't realize is that stress isn't just emotional. It's deeply physical. Elevated stress hormones like cortisol interfere with testosterone production, restrict blood flow, and dull the very neural pathways that help you feel desire and respond to it. This is where the healing power of food becomes even more incredible. Eggs contain nutrients that directly support brain health and mood balance, especially choline, which is essential for production of acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that supports focus, memory, and yes, sexual arousal. They also contain tryptophan, the same amino acid that helps produce serotonin, the feel-good chemical in your brain. When your brain is nourished, your mood stabilizes. You feel more in control, more present, more calm in your own skin. When stress begins to fade, your body starts to respond in ways it hasn't for years. You're no longer battling your own mind. You're no longer second-guessing every moment. You're simply there, with your partner, with your body, with yourself. While that mental shift is powerful, there's still another piece to this puzzle that many men never even consider. It can be the difference between feeling numb and feeling fully alive. Let's take a look at what's happening inside your nervous system and how eggs may help you feel more, sense more, and connect more deeply than you have in years. Calming the mind is only part of the equation because your body also needs to feel again. That means strengthening the very nerves that carry pleasure and arousal. As men age, many don't realize that their nervous system begins to lose sensitivity. What once felt exciting, electric, and responsive can start to feel dull, muted, or disconnected. It's not your fault. It's biology. Years of poor circulation, low nutrients, stress, and even certain medications can slowly wear down the communication lines between your brain and your body. I've had men tell me they no longer feel the same level of stimulation, even when everything else seems to be in place. It's like the signal gets lost before it reaches its destination. Here's the encouraging part. Just like muscles can be rebuilt, so can nerve pathways. Eggs, surprisingly, are one of the most powerful foods for this process. They're rich in vitamin B12, which is absolutely essential for maintaining the health of your nerves. Without it, signals become sluggish and less effective. Choline, found abundantly in egg yolks, also plays a critical role in forming the myelin sheath, the protective covering around your nerves that ensures fast, accurate signal transmission. Think of it like upgrading your body's internal wiring. When your nervous system is well fed and supported, everything becomes sharper. Sensations return. Your response time improves. Touch means more. In intimate moments, that deeper connection, both physical and emotional, starts to reawaken. Now that your body is building hormones, restoring blood flow, calming your stress, and tuning up your nervous system, there's just one more piece you need to master: how to eat your eggs the right way. Not all eggs are created equal. The way you prepare them can make all the difference in how much benefit you actually receive. Let's break that down next. Now that we've seen what eggs can do inside your body, let's talk about something just as important. How you eat them matters more than you might think. Not all eggs are created equal, and not every method of cooking supports the incredible benefits we've just talked about. I've had patients come back to me weeks after adding eggs to their daily routine and say, "Doc, I'm not noticing a big difference." The first question I ask is, what kind of eggs are you eating and how are you cooking them? Let me break it down simply. If you're grabbing low-quality, factory-farmed eggs and frying them in processed vegetable oil alongside greasy bacon, you're canceling out most of the benefits. When you choose pasture-raised eggs, eggs from hens that roam freely and eat natural foods, you're getting far more of the vitamins, healthy fats, and antioxidants your body needs. These eggs are richer in omega-3s, vitamin D, and other nutrients that directly support testosterone, blood flow, and nerve health. When it comes to preparation, less is more. Gentle cooking methods like boiling, poaching, or lightly scrambling in olive oil or grass-fed butter help preserve the delicate nutrients in the yolk. Overcooking or cooking at high temperatures destroys many of the very compounds your body needs to support strong erections and hormonal balance. Please don't skip the yolk. That golden center is where the majority of the power lives. It's the engine room of everything we've discussed so far. I like to tell my patients this: don't just eat eggs. Eat them with purpose. Choose quality. Treat them with care. Eat them in the morning when your testosterone naturally rises and when your body is most ready to absorb and use what you give it. If you made it this far, you're probably wondering, what else do eggs do for a man over 60? Because as impressive as all this sounds, their impact doesn't stop at the bedroom. Let me show you what else this humble food can do for your strength, your mind, and your future. Here's what might surprise you most. Eggs don't just help in the bedroom. They support nearly every system in your body, helping you stay strong, sharp, and independent well into your later years. When I talk with older men about improving sexual health, many of them think that's where the conversation ends. The truth is, sexual function is often just the tip of the iceberg. It's a reflection of your whole body's health. When things begin to improve down there, it usually means the rest of your body is healing too. Eggs, simple, humble, everyday eggs, play a role in that healing far beyond what most people realize. They're rich in high-quality protein, which helps you maintain muscle mass, especially important as you age and naturally begin to lose strength. They're loaded with antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, which support eye health and may protect against vision loss. They provide critical nutrients for the brain: choline for memory, B vitamins for mood, and omega-3s for clarity and focus. I've even had patients tell me they feel sharper, more emotionally steady, and less forgetful after making eggs a part of their regular routine. Don't underestimate the emotional impact of feeling healthy again. When you start your day with a meal that fuels you from the inside out, there's a confidence that comes with it, a quiet strength that returns. It's not just about performing. It's about living fully, with energy, optimism, and the sense that you still have so much left to give. If you've been doubting whether something as simple as 3 eggs a day can make a real difference, just know this. The science is solid, the stories are real, and the change begins the moment you take that first step. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with one powerful reminder. Something every man over 60 deserves to hear, and something I believe with all my heart. At the end of the day, this isn't just about eggs. It's about reclaiming the life and strength you still have within you. I've worked with men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s who walked into my office feeling like they had already closed a chapter on intimacy, energy, and feeling like a man. I've watched those same men walk out weeks later with a new sense of power in their step. Not because of a magic pill, but because they started giving their bodies what they had been missing for years. 3 simple eggs a day. That's it. They started producing more testosterone, improving circulation, waking up with natural, strong morning erections again. They learned how to manage stress better, regained sensation and response, and felt mentally sharper. They chose better quality eggs, prepared them with intention, and gave their bodies the tools to rebuild from the inside out. Slowly but surely, things changed. Confidence returned. Energy grew. Relationships deepened. The man they used to be started to reappear, stronger, calmer, more sure of himself. Now it's your turn. If you've been living under the weight of frustration, wondering if your best days are behind you, I want you to know something important. You are not finished. Your body is still capable of healing, of loving, of rising again. It just needs the right support. Don't wait for things to get worse. Start now. Choose those 3 eggs. Eat them like they matter, because they do. Every bite is a vote for your strength, your health, your manhood. This is more than a diet. It's a quiet act of reclaiming who you are. You're not doing it alone. I'll be right here every step of the way to guide you through it. I believe in what's possible for you. After everything you've lived through, you deserve nothing less. If this message spoke to you, if you felt even a spark of hope or recognition, please take a moment to like this video and share it with another man who needs to hear it. You never know whose life you might touch just by clicking that share button. I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. Tell me your age, your journey, your thoughts. I read every word, and your stories matter. If you'd like to support this channel and help us keep creating honest, life-changing content for men over 60, consider making a small donation. It goes a long way in helping us reach more people with real, useful health advice without the noise. Your support means more than you know. So, share, comment, and if you can, donate. Let's grow stronger together. One video, one voice, one man at a time.